In this video, we are going to be learning how to find missing side lengths of a right triangle using trigonometry. So let's get started. First, we need to understand what sine, cosine, and tangent is. Sine is equal to sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, now that we have that, we can finally start working on our problems. I'm going to be explaining how to do these questions along the way. So let's get started. Okay, here we have a right triangle. This is C, A, and B. So let's say this angle, let's say the angle of A is equal to 61 degrees. So, and the value of AC is equal to 6. So, what is the value of AB? So, in other words, we have to try and find the value of alpha. So, the value of alpha would be cosine of 61 degrees, I don't need the degree symbol, is equal to, remember it's adjacent, so it's adjacent, right? So it's 6 over alpha. And then now you switch, so alpha would equal 6 over cosine of 61. So if we go on our calculator and we plug in all of our values, we'd get that value to be 12.375. So alpha equals 12.376 because it's 3.7599. So if we round up, we get 12.376. So this is equal to 12.376. And now we can also find the value of BC. To find the value of BC, we also first have to find, well, no, not necessarily. So now we can just use tangent. So if you recall from before, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tangent of 61 is equal to, let's say this is equal to gamma. So this is equal to gamma over 6. And then tangent of 61 times 6 equals gamma. So y ends up equaling not y, gamma equals 10.824. 6. And time for the last part. Now that we have this value as 10.824, the only part left that we need to solve is the angle of B. For that, we can just do 180 minus 90 plus 61. And if we put this in our calculator, we'd get 29. This means that B equals 29 degrees. So in the end, we get this would be, hang on, let me write everything. So we know that this is 90 degrees. This is 61 degrees. This is 29. This is 6 units. This is 12.376. And this is 10.824. So just by having these three numbers, we were able to figure out the entire rest of the triangle. Okay, let's work on some more harder problems. This is equal to let's say 48 degrees. And this bottom is 12. So, pause the video and solve for the rest of the 2 side lengths and 2 angles. Okay, hopefully you've paused the video, and now let's solve. So if you haven't figured out what we're supposed to do, you're supposed to draw an altitude down like this and make 2 right triangles. Because this might be confusing, I am going to be doing a dashed line. Okay, so if we draw an altitude like that, we'd get a 90 degree like this. Now because we have a 90 degree, we can start we can actually start solving for the other sides. So because this splits both sides in half, we get this side to be 6 and this side to be 6. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this is an isosceles triangle. So because we have that and this, so 90 plus 48, and then 180 minus 138. So this equals to 42. Okay, now that we have that, we can find the two equal sides now. So we can use trigonometry and just thinking, oh, we can just do sine. So for this, we can do sine 42 degrees sine 42 equals 6 over the hypotenuse. So for this, we're just going to represent it by beta. So beta, so sine 42 times beta 6, and then beta equals 6 over sine 42. And now if we solve, we'd get 8.96, so 8.97. And then that means on this side, it's also 8.97. And now we can finally write our answer. So since the top is 42, this is going to be equal double that, so 84. The bottom ones were 48 degrees. So then the bottom is 12, as from before. And then the sides are 8.97. So yeah, that's how you use trigonometry to solve right triangles. Thank you for watching.